Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning. Good morning, Sab.
Good morning, A. And what's the Friday?
It is what the Friday. I feel like it's a very Thursday, Friday. I don't know. I'm not feeling the Friday.
Really?
Are you feeling the Friday?
I am feeling the Friday.
Awesome.
But I'll tell you this. I feel like I don't see you a long time.
I don't see you long time. Every time I skip a week and then I come back for a Friday, I feel like I don't see Sab for a million years.
Yeah.
And then every time the show ends, when we have that 1 week of maybe you're not here, I'm not here.
Yeah.
Sab and I hash it out after the morning show, and then by the time we look at our watch, the time for go home and eat lunch, which is
Yeah, we try to do a quick week recap, but I did see you post some of your work that you're doing with ISCR earlier this week, and I said, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time, April. Like, so just my thoughts running through my mind. But I know that we have a lot that we have to get into. As you guys know, on Fridays, we have a little bit of a lighter show. Nonetheless, we do have to jump into some important topics, some important updates, and we'll get to that shortly. But as you know, on Fridays, we also open the phone lines where you guys can also call in and share your thoughts on various topics, whether it's on the news, on social media, or you just want to start a conversation. You believe that this is worthy to be discussed. You can call in and let us know what you think and start a topic, as I said. Beside that, of course, we will also be engaging with you guys in the comments section as best as we can, but we always recommend that you call in as well. And here's the other topics that we have lined up for you this morning. Now, this one is a hot button debate.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, I don't want to get into it in no comment section with nobody. Please not call in to talk about this. There's a segment for this. We're going to go from kitchen to the plate. Santiago Castillo's authentic Garnaches.
Ooh, that the word authentic.
We don't want to hear nothing about no ketchup or put salsa casera or none anything on this thing, okay? You do it how you do it, I do it how I do it, and we want to just eat how we eat it, okay?
But
we'll get into that.
I think I don't know what side of the debate to the pan.
And after that, of course, we continue the back to school savings conversation. We'll be joined by Stationery House as they talk about their contribution to the downtown super sale. You would know that we also had Belize City Council with us this week as well, highlighting the upcoming downtown super sale. So Stationery House will be there. And then we'll close things off with a little bit of Queens in the house. It's the Queen of the Bay, the journey to the crown. And whenever I think Queen of the Bay, April, that's how I know we are in the midst of the September celebrations.
Agreed.
And so that's a part of our tradition. That's what it means for me. That's a part of, being authentically Belizean. One of that is Queen of the Bee. So we're going to talk about that.
I like how you mix that
too.
flavor in there. But of course, it is What the Friday, and it is our viewers' opportunity to call in and share their thoughts on some of the various hot topics that we have going on during the week, or, just hear it, open your eyes. So please ensure that you have your phones locked in, and the number to call is 280-0016. Once again, that's 280-0016. One of the topics that have been buzzing this week is the conversation about BTL's smart acquisition. And now we've heard from Cabinet, we've heard from the Prime Minister of Belize, whereby the Cabinet has officially rejected BTL's proposed acquisition of Smart/SpeedNet. So that's definitely a conversation to have. We know that as of yesterday, August 13th, the government of Belize issued a press release where the executive body declared that it does not support the proposed consolidation. Now, I want to toss this question to our viewers this morning. Let us know in the comments or call in what you know about this smart acquisition. What is it that you understand this to be? If you don't understand as well, what sort of questions do you have pertaining this topic? Because it's been a buzz. We've seen unions rally against it. We've seen the opposition rally against it. And so we really want to hear your thoughts about it. And that, Sabrina, I know that, of course, it's been all over the news. And so we really want to engage with our viewers. But another topic of discussion and a question really to toss out to you all this morning, get on our brains thinking a little bit. Are Belizeans too quick to believe something just because it's viral? If it's on Facebook, does that mean that it's true? Another question, and this is just an overview. We can get into some of these in great detail as the conversations continue, but we really want to hear from you all. Should people be allowed to record and post strangers without their permission? And now this question comes off the heels of the popular Meta glasses, where you can record while wearing this new high-tech.
They're now calling it pervert glasses.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that one. Yuck. And then another topic just to toss out there. Should you mix business with family? Now,
I know somebody want to call in and vent about that.
I don't believe that you should. And if you do, you have to definitely have a good sense of compartmentalizing between what is family and what is business. And sometimes those lines can get murky very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Lastly, what's something your parents told you growing up that you now realize might not be true?
and not just like the Tooth Fairy
and Santa Claus. No. I think I had
that.
tossed it out there where, you know, when parents used to tell you, you want to understand when you get older. Miss I older and I still not understand. So
no.
One of those things of adulthood.
I know I lie. I
right?
think I understand.
No, I feel like we're all just trying our best out here to adult, and no one knows what's going on. That's my synopsis about it. But yeah, some of these topics that, you know, pique your interest, call in, comment, and let us know what you think. But Sab, what do you, or maybe we should start with the first topic and then kind of like dive into the others.
No, I know that a lot of people right now, they're discussing the update coming from the cabinet meeting yesterday. We know that the cabinet was set to meet with the NTUCB and the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. However, the BCCI put out a statement the night before expressing that they would like the meeting to be postponed because they had an upcoming traveling that they had to do going to El Salvador for an event. We assumed of sorts that there may or may not would have been an appearance from the NTUCB. We also know that there has been several talks about more passive protests. I know today the NTUCB had asked for persons to wear black to show your support or to show your opposition, that is, as it relates to the acquisition of SpeedNet from BTL. So that is a conversation that's still ongoing. People want to know if these protests will still take place. I know one of them that was upcoming was that of the 18th, which would be on Tuesday. And we also saw the Belize National Teachers Union come out and also show their support as well and say that they would be making a presence as well, supporting the NTUCB. So however, I think the most recent bombshell news that came out yesterday was that the cabinet announced that they actually do not support the acquisition of SMART.
The press release from the government, if we could just get that up very quickly, was written yesterday, and it says that the cabinet's position on the proposed acquisition of SMART/SpeedNet Limited by BTL. Cabinet acknowledges and recognizes that the proposed acquisition of SMART/SpeedNet by Belize Telemedia Limited is a matter of national concern. The government of Belize, the Belize Social Security Board, and the people of Belize are the majority owners of BTL. Cabinet, therefore, has a duty and obligation to responsibly review all available data and relevant information. It must also respectfully consider all views and concerns expressed by its members, social partners, including the media and the public. After careful deliberation, it is Cabinet's informed position that it does not support the proposed acquisition. Cabinet thanks all those who engage in good faith and constructive dialogue on this issue and assures the Belizean people that it remains determined to always listen respectfully to their voices and act in the national interest. And this is where, this is one of the reasons why people are wondering if the protests are still going to happen, because now that Cabinet has said we object to this acquisition, members of the opposition, including the leader of the opposition, said this is all fine and dandy, but it has to also come from the PUC.
Now, before we get to that, though, April, I really want to touch on a comment that the Prime Minister gave to us yesterday. We were able to get an exclusive interview with him. And I'm a little bit, I don't know how to feel about something that he said in the interview last night. He spoke to our news director, Isani Cayetano, and he essentially said, and I'll read his soundbite, he said, "It is unfortunate that they, being NTUCB and the Chamber, decided that they did not want to speak to us or making requests that was beyond our control." And this has to do with them asking for the meeting to be postponed. Yeah. The idea was that we would have met today, being yesterday, and then on Tuesday, Cabinet would have deliberated. Of course, I had announced that I would have not been part of the deliberations. Since we were unable to meet with them, or I believe they did not act in good faith, this morning, I started to consult with a few members of Cabinet, and while there is general consensus that this makes good business sense, Cabinet felt that it does not make sense to be able to get into a back and forth with people that refuse to engage constructively. So, we felt that it is best to advise BTL that we should not proceed with the merger.
Yeah.
This kind of gives me the idea or the feeling that that decision was based on them not working with them and meeting yesterday and just the general back and forth. And I think it's much bigger than that. One, we read the press release yesterday. We shared our thoughts on it. And I don't believe that it was a case of them not wanting to meet. I think them asking for a postponement just a week later isn't necessarily a bad thing or trying to be unreasonable. And so my thoughts on that, I don't necessarily support what he was mentioning last night.
And I think for you to say it makes good business sense, I think that the general public still doesn't fully understand the details of this acquisition or why it has to happen right now. I'm looking at the comment section, and Samson Jacob says, that decision, in my view, is a temporary quote-unquote no until after the municipal elections. Interestingly, the PUC is silent. Nonetheless, the BNTU intends to proceed with peaceful demonstrations. And so the topic of the PUC is still coming around and still coming at the buzz because we haven't heard from them. He's right. But the leader of the opposition is also right by stating that whether or not Cabinet disagrees or disapproves and so forth, the decision really does stand with the PUC and what they're going to do. And because we haven't heard from them, I think it makes people a little bit nervous about this decision.
I think also because we've only been hearing from the unions, the general public, the media trying to keep this matter open to the public to ask further questions, the board of directors of BTL, the chairman of the board. It kind of gave this feel that the decision rested on them to determine whether the sale would take place. And so not hearing from the Public Utilities Commission, I think, further created more concern from people, wondering what is the weight of their contribution, even though we know that they're the official regulators.
So call us in, message in the comment section, and let us know your thoughts. We really want to hear from you. This is going to continue to be a topic of discussion until we hear from the PUC. But Sabrina, let's jump into some other lighter topics. I think that the Facebook question about whether Belizeans are too quick to believe something just because it's viral. I don't know if it's just Belizeans. I think it's a global phenomenon at this point that people really say that if it's on the internet, then it must be true.
Yeah.
If it's viral, then it must be real. If it's viral, then it must be something that's factual.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how people feel about this, but I think that it's a little bit concerning. We work in this industry, and I also work in research, and for us it's you have to dot your I's and cross your T's and make sure that all facts are in before you go ahead and you believe something just because it's viral.
Yeah, and interestingly, I think that this very topic could also tie into what we were just discussing, because there are many politicians or people, public figures, who might want to share their thoughts on moments when crazy rumors were spread. It went viral and people believed it, but that does not necessarily mean that it's true.
Yeah.
In Belizean colloquial terms, we would say, "If no soda nele so," and so I think that's something that several people might be interested to share their thoughts on. Do you believe, as April said, if something goes viral, that there might be truth to it? Do you believe that Belizeans, in this case, bringing it close to home, are quick to believe viral content in its general sense? I know for us here, we tend to pay a lot of attention to the news,
Yes.
right? And so in many cases, there are people who have thoughts on certain ways that stories are put out. Some people feel that some stories might be a bit sensationalized. In other cases, they feel like it might be leaning more on a bias. And so depending on how it's presented, it creates a viral factor to it.
Yeah, I think also because, and this is just us here in the traditional media, but we've learned that we've had to navigate through social media in order to get our content out there for the wider public. And I think it extends as to us as an industry and persons that are perhaps maybe even influencers, and what they say, and people hold what they say as gospel and as truth, to the point where it's almost competing with industries that hold research and accountability at the forefront of what they do. And I always have a little bit of an irk when it comes to these things, right? Because I do work in a research institution, and sometimes I will see things and I will see people go off on a particular topic, and when you try to correct them, they're long gone already, because it's already on viral, it's already on social media, so many people have shared it, and by the time we catch wind of it and try to say, well, actually it's not this way, woo, people fight you till the end because it's viral, and that is a little scary for me.
Now, I, as we mentioned, the opportunity for you guys to call in and share your thoughts is open. I know that a lot of people might even have their own personal experiences of when something might have gone viral, and they question the validity of it, but, because the story just hot, people to believe it. And I think that might be more true for wider audiences and wider platforms, or people in bigger spaces like the United States and outside Belize. Belize has a pretty small population.
But
right?
Gal, I want to tell you something, right? I recall when we tried to push certain, like maybe historical information or cultural information and so forth, and we could be pushing it, right? Or we could be like trying to make it go viral and something, and I still, and my colleagues will laugh when I bring up the example, but I don't know if you guys recall Travel with Zoe, and she was here.
Oh yeah.
Right? And she was very viral because, of the way that she was traveling across the country and so forth. But we were also in Gales Point promoting the Brahma and the Sambai, and us as an institution, and collaborating with the community and so forth, trying to push that same content. But nobody made to watch our content, but everybody made to watch Travel with Zoe.
Yeah.
And I say, for those sort of spaces where we're trying to promote not sensationalism but education, it's so difficult to compete when certain things or certain people are viral.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the same for other spaces and so on, but it was a little bit like not off-putting, but because the information is out there. But it was one of those moments where I realized that, wow, we have to be able to make it sensational, or we have to make it look adventurous, or we have to make it look a certain way for it to go viral and for people to see the information, even if it's not the way that we are trying to promote it.
Yeah. I think though in general people are parasocial beings, and so we like connecting.
What that mean?
So that's like when you connect with a figure online and you create your own interpretations of things. You see that a lot with like celebrities or influencers. They say, "Oh, they look like nega chemistry they together," stuff like that. Or even in the case of like the traveler Zoe, creating your own ideologies of who she might be just based on
her travel blog.
Yeah, her traveling and where you sishi day in a certain settings and whatnot. But I want to go to a comment that I see online here from Manigio. He said, GBM, as exciting as virality can be, please keep forging the path you are on of being measured, reliable, and honest in your coverage. The majority of Belizeans can, even if you don't believe it, tell the difference between news and simply a story. I will see a Facebook post and say, I'll believe it when News 5 posts it.
That means
Paul and Isani have vetted it. We need you. I love that. And
yes.
I'm hoping, I wish that Paul was here to have seen that. But, there's a responsibility that we have as journalists to ensure that our news is factual. Of course, timeliness is also important. But I think for us here at GBM, we don't chase so much. We don't place a priority on being the first to post it if there's a possibility that it can be incorrect.
Yes, and I definitely applaud our news team to be able to do their own investigation in that light. But the other topic of hot discussion, and I really I don't know because we don't have this here, but maybe it's something that's going to reach us eventually, because when technology starts to brew, we have a caller. All right. So somebody was telling me in my ear that we do have meta glasses in Belize.
Yeah.
I've not seen them.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
I haven't seen it in person, but I know I've seen Belizeans who I know live here post having it.
Okay. Well, then perhaps, and that sounds scary to me.
Yeah.
To have somebody that can just record me without me knowing. But it says, should people be allowed to record and post strangers without their permission? Now, I feel like we could rephrase that question, because if it's already here and so forth, I think what we need to do is change our laws to ensure that persons that are doing these sort of things have severe consequences attached to it. Because if it's already here and people are doing it, it's definitely not a law. It's definitely a violation of privacy. It's definitely unethical to be recording somebody and strangers without their permission, especially if you're going to post it later on or something like that. I'm definitely on the I'm definitely on the disagreeing side of this particular situation.
I think you have to. There are several different nuances to this, right? Because I think of our work in the news, and there are many instances when we capture like B-roll that people might be involved or be shot in it, and you can't go in our crowd and say, hey, I could record you, or hey, I could record you, and stuff like that. So you go to like an expo or something. But I think it's different when you are selectively taking captured footage of an individual without their permission and perhaps using it to exploit them, stuff like that. I think that's, there definitely should be something that leans more on the lines of that being illegal. I think there are also like ethical and like moral factors involved. I think it's creepy if you're just like recording somebody with a pair of glasses and they don't know. If you're recording a conversation, even we know that in the news we have to ask permission if we can record an interview. And so I don't know that there are measures in place or policies in place for something like this, not even in Belize, but even outside of Belize. Clearly, if meta glasses are legal to own, then there might not be. But there's a growing conversation around it. As I mentioned, people are calling it online pervert glasses, because you can go in private spaces and record people without them knowing. It literally looks like regular glasses, like the ones I'm wearing. Like maybe I see some black ones that people are using. And I remember, I think it was probably 2 years or so ago, there was an instance where in the United States, a person tried to go to watch a court case And obviously, in some cases, they would say that you can't use your devices and whatnot, you can't record. And they tried to use their Meta glasses, and they removed that person. So in some cases, people could really violate laws or violate rules by trying to go undercover using these types of devices and record without permission.
That's why I said, like, I think that as the technology keeps advancing, and it's advancing rather quickly, we have to kind of, you know, adapt to it, making sure that there are certain consequences and policies to, you know, respect people's privacies and respect people's spaces, because, like you said, we ask for consent. You have to be able to ask for consent when you're recording. But nevertheless, tell us what you think about this. It's very creepy. You don't have that on your glasses, right?
No, I don't know that they look like this one that I'm using.
I think the camera would be too big. Right?
It looks like, well, I see some black frames that look like it just have one little lens right there. Or I don't know. I might be completely
I don't like
off.
that. I don't like anything about that.
All right. So let's go into another super controversial topic that I know a lot of people have talked about one way or another. Now, this one might be for business owners, small entrepreneurs, larger entrepreneurs, people who business minded and have thoughts on who you should go into business with or who you should mix business with. The question is, should you mix business with family? Now, I've heard that expression oftentimes when people say, you know, you can't mix business and family, or it's just business, you know, stuff like that. And I think usually the reason for that is because people tend to feel like they deserve special treatment or special exemptions because we related. You know, I've even heard when, you know, somebody open a business, you got a family, you know, a family discount, stuff like that. That personally irks me.
Yeah.
But I think it's an overall view that people have this idea that you should not. You shouldn't mix business with pleasure. You shouldn't mix business with family. Maybe unless you're in business, like formally with that person, that's another thing. But I'd love to hear from maybe even entrepreneurs who watch the morning show and would like to share their thoughts on it. Have you gone into business, or do you mix business with family?
I mean, you have a lot of
has it worked
family-owned
for
business.
you? And let us know your thoughts on that.
I'm definitely of the, I don't think you should mix business with family.
So what would be an example of mixing business with family for you?
I feel like if you have a business and you either employ or you collaborate with family members. So
you think you shouldn't do that?
I don't think you should, unless both of you are of that business mind that we can compartmentalize. And if something goes awry, we both understand that maybe we cannot work together anymore, or perhaps somebody has to take a cut from something, as long as there is that understanding. But I feel like people say yes, and then when ish hits the fan, it's not that way. You know?
I see Michelle commenting saying, no, never mix business with family or friends. Never. Michelle, you just tell me no, but I need to know why. So I know go on, do that. I need to figure out what's the lesson involved in this topic here. Because there are people who have had success with mixing business and family and friends, and they have successful stories of that. And of course, there's the other end where people truly have horror stories of a level of entitlement from persons. You know, you might have that family member will show up late every single morning because I had the brother or the boss.
So
could never another 8 o'clock log in.
And I think that's where I feel like there would be problems, especially if you have like a big industry and other employees are there and they're seeing that mess happen. Perhaps what we've seen a lot in Belize are family-owned business startups where, you know, it's a husband and a wife, or siblings doing it together, where they start together from the bottom to create this this business module. But I'm not sure, maybe somebody can give me some more information about the success rate, because I often think about successions and empires and dynasties when it comes to family-owned businesses, where perhaps it's gotten such a great success, right? Mom and dad want to retire. Who do they then leave the company for or with? And if you have other siblings, are they going to just say, well, let the brother handle it, or let the older sibling handle it, or let this one handle it? That not always happen, and not always work that way.
Yeah, Michelle said because they will overdo and have that feel of entitlement. Plus, They want to give away your stuff.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
I haven't nobody give away your stuff part. Bella Mullings says, when you mix business with family, they be the same one to undermine you and your business, and they feel entitled, which is a no-no. Undermine you. I feel like that does happen.
Yeah, but I want to hear one success story at least, though, of a case where family and business did work. Because I don't think every family dynamic is like that. I see you rolling your eyes, and I refuse to be pessimistic about it. I see Esther saying, my sister and her niece want to go into business. My sister borrowed the money, and my niece would pay her back. The business was okay. Middle of the business, it went sour.
Yeah, when money is involved, it always becomes a measure for disaster in some kind of way. And I know it's not because I'm being pessimistic. It's because human beings and human nature, we have this thing of unfortunate greed. And when we see the success of something, we all want it for ourselves.
But why doesn't it work why does it work when you're not related? Because you said it's a human nature
Because
dynamic.
I think you cook up, like when you're not related, it's easier for me to, if me and you are no friend, me and you are no family, we go into business together, it's all about the business. There are no emotional ties to each other. And if you they slack, it's not going to cost me anything. I'm not see you at a family dinner later for make I tell you you're fired, and I don't have to have that emotional connection with you again. With family, if I fire you tomorrow, you tell about it. Exactly.
I will tell Mama what
there
you do.
You go.
Because why you to handle we? So we related, and that's what you often hear.
Yes.
But the last topic we want to jump into, just because we're running out of time and we're trying to get through everything, is one that I heard April touching on this morning, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. At least one person call in and share their thoughts. What's something your parents told you growing up that you now realize might not be true? I think there are a lot of people who have thoughts on this, and there are so many ways that we could take this conversation. We grew up hearing things based on, generational teaching, generational values and principles, and so that's passed on to the next generation. And you may or may not come up at a certain point in your life and realize that never actually true.
Yeah.
So you say that you mentioned this morning. You still not know.
I still not understand.
You still not understand.
And I grow it.
And you grown.
No, but I think that was just more along the, the emotional side of things and trying to figure out adulthood in this new world. But I think it's not so much that our parents told us something that might not be true when we're older. I think that oftentimes, and we'll do this to our kids as well, we'll advise based on the world of today.
Yeah.
We'll advise or we'll give our thoughts or our truths based on what's happening in our right now. But that might not be their reality when they grow up, and their right now and their present is very different from what perhaps we were telling them.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same for our parents, right? Yeah. That they're giving us truths and advice on the realities of now. And so I feel like I would want to hope, and maybe this question, like I said, it could go different directions.
Yeah.
When you're talking about advice and truths are very, very different. But I think that the world is a much kinder place than we would think or we would believe. I feel like when your parents tell you, don't do certain things and so forth, is based on a particular fear of what used to happen to them. But also, my one that always, if you work hard and if you study, you might just get through it in life. Yeah. And again, different reality of today.
All right, let's jump into the comment section and hear what people think.
People still talk about the business
we have
and family.
Some people still sharing their thoughts. Some wounds. Some of them are opening. They're picking at it. I see Samson Jacobs saying, I think some good examples of family-owned businesses that is successful are Simon Kwan and Lee Chi. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's true. You find that a lot of people in like the Asian community, they band together and they support each other, and oftentimes it's like family dynamics. But then in the stores and in the restaurants and stuff like that.
Bella Mullings will say family and businesses used to work back in the 60s and 70s when people genuinely cared for each other.
So you think it's not as caring as it was back in the day?
She will have to tell you what she thinks about that, because I find like the example of Simon Kwan and Lychee and other businesses and that have community, that definitely works.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure if a lot of family businesses in Belize have that sense of community to ensure that it works.
Okay, so J. Chucky Chuck said, mixing business with family, it all depends. If there is a family that is business minded, there is progress because the other family might have other creative ideas. However, the other that think because they are family, reach late, have a long lunch break, and others would make purchases pretending it's for them and it's for their friends. So it all depends. That's a good one. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Manny Gio said, asking for a family and friends discount is wild to me. My brother, you for want pay more.
Agreed.
But tell me it's a lie though. That actually takes place. People ask for family discount, friend discount. It's outrageous. I think more than anything, you should want your family and your friends to succeed. And obviously, I mean, you might have an idea that there tends to be a level of sacrifice involved in starting a business in the first place. So you taking away from that, progress that they're making just because they start the one discount, you detect money out of their pocket, you detect almost food out their mouth.
I think I have plenty of families and friends out there that do have their business, and I don't know if I ever gone up to them and be like, give me a discount or something. I think I've always just paid full price, and if they want to give me a discount or if they want to give me something that's half price, that's on them.
Yeah.
Asking for it, I think, is disrespectful. But I see Marsha Gill commenting on our recent topic about what did your parents say to you when you were growing up that you now realize might not be true. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are.
Oh, that's an interesting one. So you think
true.
So you think, Marsha, that's not true or not always true?
Yeah.
Maybe you could hang around a certain person, but that doesn't mean that you are that type of person.
I think that my parents used to tell me this a lot in terms of like, make sure I mind the company that I keep. And I think that perhaps, yes, to a certain degree, it was not always true because you are your own person. But I do feel like there's a lot of like peer pressure and influence and so forth that does take place. And I do think that them constantly telling me that did make me very aware of the type of friends that I should have around me.
Yeah, I think it's more just the dangers. It's a warning for the dangers of the company you keep. Not necessarily just peer pressure, but just even association, there could be consequences for that.
So I see Bella Mullings commenting. I believe that this is on the examples of Simon Kwan and Lychee. She said, huge cultural difference. That's why it works for them. Some of our own Belizean people just to, if I'm being honest, disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
That's what she said. Don't shoot the messenger. Bella comment, see right there.
Oh
It's
my
right
gosh.
there.
Esther Weatherburn said, my mom told me if I eat too much salt, your head I get hard.
Ooh, okay.
Here's some honesty.
Funny.
But, I think there's levels to the advice and the teachings that you might get in your family. Of course, there's a little sayings that they tell you to guide you through life. And there are other more detailed teachings like based on philosophy, like go to school, get an education, and this, and this and follow. Or the likelihood of that will follow. I'll tell you, for me personally, there are things that I've had to unlearn, as an adult now, because I realized that our parents, they tried to make work what their situation was at that time. And things are different. And so I honor and I respect what their situation was, but I also know that there are several ways that you can go around something.
Absolutely.
So for me, that had to do with, I think, something maybe very similar to what Paul might be contributing at this time, financial literacy.
Yeah.
So I grew up learning that, you take the hard route. We don't believe in loans. We don't believe in a lot of things.
Yeah.
We believe in like building from piece by piece. And I still very much have that level of thinking, but I'm a lot more financially literate. And I search for information. I ask questions, and I'm not scared of certain things anymore.
I think I definitely agree with you. I see Manuela contributing to the family business conversation, and I think that she disagrees as well. She says, giving credit to family, and sometimes they pay, some don't, and others take long. And they say you have what they Malpago list. Majority of the time, that your family and friends up on the
Shucks,
list.
gal,
Yes,
that's
gal.
embarrassing. That embarrassing. Don't make your family to shame you out there or to make your business go down the drain just because they're related to you. Charge them the same price. As Manny said, charge them more. Or they should at least want to pay more to support your business. But we are going to close off this morning's discussion. Now, thank you so much for engaging with us. I see a lot of you guys sharing your thoughts in the comments section. We're not quarrel about the fact that no, they call, but that's okay because we do get a kick of reading the comments and trying to, express it how I imagine that person might be writing it in that given moment as well. But thank you guys so much. We are now going to close off this portion of the show. And then we'll jump into our first break. And when we come back, we are going to go into another hot button topic. Ketchup or no ketchup on the Garnaches? That's left up to you. But we're going to be joined by Santiago Castillo, and they'll be talking about authentic Garnaches.
Connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Every dream begins with an opportunity, and every opportunity has the power to change a life. This year, Belize Bank proudly welcomes 16 outstanding new scholars during its 14th annual Scholarship Award ceremony, recognizing young Belizeans whose academic excellence, leadership, and determination inspire us all.
When I look around the room today, I see future entrepreneurs who will build businesses. I see future doctors who will heal families. I see engineers who will design infrastructure, teachers which will inspire the next generation.
For Belize Bank, a scholarship is more than financial assistance. It's a commitment to each student's future through guidance, encouragement, and mentorship from members of our management team. Today, we celebrate 16 new scholars, more than 250 lives transformed, one shared future. Because when we empower our youth, we empower our nation.
Belize is growing, and as our nation grows, so does the demand for electricity and new energy solutions. More homes, more businesses, more opportunities. BEL continues to strengthen the system that supports this growth, reinforcing infrastructure and solidifying capacity, preparing for what's ahead, ensuring reliable service for homes, for businesses, and for communities across Belize. Keeping the lights on every single day. Belize Electricity Limited, prepared for growth, prepared for Belize.
When your baby feels comfortable, you feel confident. Because every little moment deserves protection you can trust. Kushkin's diapers are designed with ultra-absorbent layers that lock in leaks while staying soft, dry, and gentle on delicate skin. So your baby can play freely and you can enjoy every smile without worry. Kushkin's diapers, comfort they feel, protection you trust. Kushkin's diapers and wipes are available countrywide at a supermarket near you.
Introducing BB Insurance. Built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
Belizean law protects children under 18. Marriage and adult romantic relationships with children are not allowed. The age of consent is 16. But children under 18 are not allowed to enter common law unions. Parents and guardians are legally responsible for their children until age 18, not their partners. These laws exist to keep children safe. Protection is everyone's responsibility.
To learn more, follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Insurance fact. Did you know with Home Protector Insurance, home and property insurance does not only cover hurricane and fire? Your lifetime investment will also be protected from explosions, water damage, malicious damage, and more. So you can rest easy knowing your home is protected. Visit any Home Protector Insurance office near you to learn more.
The next station is not just a place, it's the vacation capital of the world. Mexican, Caribbean, the vacation capital.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy8. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Welcome back, guys. We're jumping into our next conversation, and I'll admit I am already triggered.
She riled up.
I'm already triggered. We are having our next conversation, and it's from the kitchen to the plate. Sancass is joining us to talk about what they are calling authentic.
And I agree.
Garnaches.
And I agree.
We have here with us Miss Aisha Trapp, no strangers to you guys. She's the marketing manager of Santiago, Castillo. Good morning, Miss Aisha. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good, girl.
Oh, yes. We are so happy to have you here. And a happy day, Aisha. But why would it do this, man? Why would it have a debate already?
It's not a debate.
Oh, gosh.
It's
okay.
not a debate.
Well, so I want to preface this conversation by saying that Miss Aisha is from Cayo in the building, right? And so they said that they're the one where create Garnaches.
We never said that.
And so that's why they
never say that. We never
say the authentic
she did take words out of our mouth. We never said that.
All right, Miss Aisha, let's jump into it. Let us know what we are going to jump into in terms of ingredients of making authentic Garnaches and the fact that we can get them all right at Sancass.
Yes. So when you talk about authenticity, that's the key word here, because the authentic brand of Gallo Dutch cheese, that's the main thing that we need for our Garnaches. So when it comes to authenticity as well, whatever it is that you feel is your authentic recipe for Garnaches, well, kudos to you, but this is the way we make it in our Sankas kitchen.
I would like to believe. I would like to believe that when you say authentic, it's with the ingredients of the beans, the cheese, the onion sauce, right,
yes.
and the cabbage.
Yes.
Right. I know that some people they put their own twist to it. Some people might not like cabbage, and so then they put cabbage, and all of these things. But one thing is for sure, they definitely have to have the
real
Dutch
deal
cheese.
guy.
All right, so let's get into it. I know that we are already prepping some stuff here. Now, I need to get some comments going right now. I see some of you already sharing your thoughts of what the ingredients of Garnaches includes. We know that it has to have Dutch cheese on that list. Yes. Of course, you have your fried corn tortillas. You can get that ready-made. You can do that yourself. And then beans. Miss Aisha, what do you guys recommend? Do you guys recommend getting canned beans or stew beans? How does that work?
This is it. For someone like me who works or in the evening, of course we have our gallo, and I love black beans, so our refried black beans. So for me, we also have the gallo in the can that you can pour in and blend. If you have time to do your own beans, well, more love to you.
More power to you.
More power to you. And
my thoughts on Garnaches, I think of it as like a fast food, right?
Yeah.
And so you want fast ingredients. You get refried canned beans, you just warm that over in a pan, you put some seasoning, some onion if you want to add that to it, and you whip that up very quickly and it's ready.
Yes.
The rest of the other stuff, the other garnishes that your choice.
Sprinkle.
So,
but we know for a fact that when you get the Dutch cheese, or the real one, the authentic one, no matter what you do, you always have one gallo sign. So I rip off the label just not thinking
the
that I done.
The rooster here,
but
so
then
show that.
you have the rooster stamp
and remember that the label is in English and it says for the Belize market.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to the pan over here as well and prepare the beans.
I want to cut this cheese.
So this morning we used what beans?
The Goya black refried beans.
So that's this over here.
Yes. And you can find that at, of course, Save Supermarket. And if you notice, it has a vegan sign because there's no animal byproducts in it. So straight black refried beans.
Miss Aisha,
let's jump
you got me to fight for my life over here. All right, Sab, how are the beans they go?
Yeah, so we already started by putting it in the pan and heating it up. So I'm just really making sure that everything's ready. I know some people, they would go and add some extra stuff in there.
Yes.
They would put like onion, they would season it up even more as well. But you don't have to do all of that with this, right?
No, and remember that the cheese is already salty.
Yes.
The onion sauce as well has some salt in it. It has the Goya vinegar to give you that nice sourness that you want.
I think that's about enough.
Yeah, and then
all right.
So I don't not tell me, but I don't start to like grate, right?
Oh yeah. So you can grate it one time. I want to give you a little joke, right? I know that there's a debate about the beans of it all and the you to grate it. You're not grating it. You're eating it.
I mean, you did talk. I just gonna try.
You could start your section, miss. So I'll tell you, right, Miss Aisha, me no picking up. You could give me long water beans for my garnaches. You could give me runny ketchup on it. I just want everything have flavor. So I think you might want to put it on the bigger side. No, that's good.
I normally put it on the fine side.
Okay, so
whichever one you want. If I'm like some say it's fast food, so
it's
sometimes
fast.
I
Just
turn
make
it
sure we
around.
get it in under 3 minutes. We got $3 garnaches to serve somebody right now. Miss Aisha, do you want to start with the
beans?
Beansing the tortilla.
All right. So before that, Sab, you can go ahead and you could do your cabbage sauce. So we're gonna add some Goya vinegar in it. It's already open. Add a little bit of garlic powder and black pepper.
How much of this are we putting in there?
Just
until you think
give you a little eye.
Okay.
Right there. Okay.
All right. I hope that Miss Aisha is like until you think you're done. What is this here?
This is a little bit of garlic powder.
Okay, is this the salted one?
No, that is the unsalted. Remember that the cheese is already salt. So
this is black pepper.
And then you give that a little stir.
Okay. Can I borrow that fork over
Yes,
there?
right here.
Okay.
And then while April is working on
I they work hard. Because Sam say I can't eat until I finish work.
You can't eat the supply.
But Miss Aisha, so I know like you had this big ball of cheese, but do you only sell it by the ball?
What we have is we do have the baby Edam, which is a smaller ball to this big Gaio Edam, and we also have the wedges, which comes already pre-packed. It's more sanitary.
Yes.
So when you go into the store, it's already pre-packed there in a vacuum seal, so you can pick up a piece of that. And we also have you know how we have the big block of processed cheese? We were talking about chips and dip.
Yes.
So we do have the little small block, the 454 grams, where you can pick up if you just want a smaller piece of cheese for you to do your dip. So how is it coming along, April? We're waiting here on
you're waiting for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of cheese, but I had somebody with sprinkles.
And the guys behind the camera already said that we
too
need
much
less.
cheese.
No, they want more cheese.
Oh, okay, well, see, I they go there, guys, they work. I they put $1.
All right. So I think we have everything in terms of the other parts of the garnaches prepped.
All right.
So do you go about layering a thick layer of beans?
Yes, I love beans.
Me too.
I love it. So
Okay.
I will start with the beans because I love beans.
Nice thick layer.
Yes.
Yes. I know we're talking and saying it's fast food and stuff, but I still prefer my
Listen.
refried beans, my homemade refried beans.
I'm not
I
gonna
know.
lie, guys. Whenever I make things like garnaches home, I always feel like I don't want an lady with it. Whip up and add up to somebody. And I'm having my own moment at home, and it's so cute. Okay.
And I am somebody that I want layer. I want to put this cheese on.
Well, I do mine's different, Sab.
Okay. So
I
tell me
put
how you do
my
it.
beans first. The cheese are the last thing for me.
We are okay. So here we go. Another debate. Do you put the cheese last or do you put it after the beans? Are you okay? This
Are
is
you
what
okay?
happens when you steal cheese.
Yeah.
When you steal cheese, miss.
So
all right,
this is
Esther
your
said,
one.
Sabrina, I need $3 no ketchup, lots of cheese. Are you,
You good?
okay?
Not at all. I need some water.
Okay. All I have here is vinegar.
What, the disclaimer.
Okay, so I
Got
want to
it.
put my beans on because I need this to look pretty.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna give April an opportunity to get some water.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Just a disclaimer, once if you're choking, guys, put your hands up, April, and that should help clear your airways.
Yes, it's the cheese.
Eh,
And guys, the cheese not do
Not
that to
that
you.
to
The
you.
greedy do that to you. No, she's okay. All right, so let's get.
Yeah, that's nice and thick. That's a nice thick layer.
Yeah, I want it evenly distributed, so it look well and pretty. Yes, yes. All
And
right.
I look far prettier compared to how I just clap on mine just
Okay, so you go with sauce
I
next.
go with sauce, and I love onion sauce, and I put a little bit of habanero in there, habanero
Okay.
pepper. I didn't put the seeds. I just put
Okay, got it. All right, we good, April?
We're good.
We are good. So you go
put
heavy
my-
with the onion sauce.
Yes, I love onion
And then you
sauce.
put cabbage after.
Yes, I put both.
So I'll admit, I don't have none of this step at my house. Like I don't have onion sauce, I don't got cabbage, none of that. I literally
Where
only
you
have
put pan it?
I only have beans, cheese, and ketchup.
Really?
For my
Really?
garnaches. That's it.
Is that garnaches though?
Yeah. This lead more for tostados for me. All you need is
No,
no
no,
chicken.
No.
All you need that chicken and that done. That
no.
tostados.
So you layer very different from me for true, Miss Aisha.
All right, so
'cause-
this is mine, everybody.
Okay, this is mine, and I do cabbage after my cheese.
No onions for you.
Oh no, definitely onions, but I need the cabbage.
All
there.
right.
And
then she put the onion.
Then I put onion. But you see how the habanero in there? You need that.
Your eyes made it run.
Okay, girl, I want to eat some more. And I know the cheese not almost killed me just now.
Yes, but you are go heavy with you want
Because
another layer
that
of cheese.
again.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
So that's
All
your
right.
one. That's your one.
This is
Abe.
my one,
All
right?
right.
So
then
I'm gonna go
Sam-
with mine now.
Yes. Then we're
This
gonna.
is how garnaches is authentically made
in Sam's
at
house.
Casa de Sabrina. Okay. Now we add our
We'll
cheese.
we'll have the
and then you take off a layer of that there.
We have to have everyone looking.
Okay, I'm gonna give you grace because you lactose, and so I understand.
And then the ingredient will never come. But we don't complain. Just because we understand they never have space, Miss Aisha, if you bring it on the trip. There needs to be some ketchup on here. This is how a garnaches actually looks. This, there's other stuff here.
We'll have everybody decide which one.
Something else.
In the comment section below right now.
This is garnaches minus the ketchup. This is tostados minus the chicken.
None at all.
That's my truth.
So this
and
is
I'm
the
stick
sad
with it.
one.
So our debate has gone beyond ketchup or no ketchup because clearly I disagree completely. Like you need the cabbage, at least the cabbage sub.
No, I just tell you how I do it. I don't do it like that. But here's the next thing though. If I go to your house or your house and you give me that, I want to eat it. I'll eat it.
I believe you. And I do think that the sort of presentation that we have, right? So we have Miss Aisha, number 1, April, number 2, Sabrina, number 3.
Yes, the
Let
real
us
one.
know in the comment section. I like how she keeps saying her one,
One.
the real
real
one. Let us know in the comment section which one is the real
Turn it so that they could see
garnaches.
Yes.
Our producer they said a tully bit of beans pan now one day. So she done. Let's see some of the comments, Sabrina.
Yes, let me get into some of the comments here. Michelle said, "Man, why you no invite viewers when food the both it is?" Esther said, "Sabrina, I need $3, no ketchup, lots of cheese." I'll tell you right, Esther, this they go $1 for one. This the why garnaches them a $3 for $1.
Oh,
this is
I
why
see.
you know because it just flat. This is too much.
Okay.
You
Next.
want to lose
What
on
that is? What that is?
I think people don't mind paying as long as they get what they want. They
That's
want
true.
cabbage, they want onions, and they want a lot of cheese.
Menardia Small said, here's Menardia Small. She said, "I knew something was wrong when I didn't see ketchup on the table, you know."
And that our cameraman shared the same sentiment.
Yes, she said, "Please put ketchup. I don't trust people who eat garnaches without ketchup." Oh my goodness. All right. So clearly there's a divide in the comment section. There are people who
You know
truly
what I
believe.
want to know? Where you're from. If you are from somewhere, let me know and then tell me if you ketchup or no ketchup. Because I really feel like it's a country situation and not just a preference situation. I want to know.
Yeah, and clearly we could already tell why you and Aisha did not put ketchup on. You guys are from what district?
Listen.
Say it first.
Listen, watch out, because your people
Kyle.
lacking at this conversation right now. Ketchup or no ketchup?
This is a Kyle. This is a Kyle philosophy
This
right
is
here.
taking me back to the wake sandwich situation all over again.
All right,
This is
now
wonderful.
Aisha, as we wrap up the conversation, just remind us again of where we can get these products, the different locations countrywide, and even some of the prices if you have an idea of what the prices of these items look like.
Okay, so you can get the authentic guy, of course, at the Sanka stores, but we do have stores in each district that carry. And remember the 3 characteristics of the real deal. It has to have the blue rooster, it has the imprint on the wax, and of course it's in English, and for the Belize market. We are heading down to PG today
for
for
Yellow
a
Ginger
Ginger
Festival.
Festival. And we are taking our Gaio with us. I mean, the folks down there have been asking us, you know, for years to come and be a part of it, and we're taking all the deals down there. And the price of it depends on how the supermarket prices it. So in our store, you would pay around between about $55 to $58 for the ball. So that's like more or less you can judge on the prices of
And
that.
you can also size it as well.
Yes, and of course, remember we have the baby ones.
Yes.
And we do have the wedges, so you can get pieces of that if you can't get the whole ball.
Yeah.
I spent some time in the store like maybe a couple weeks ago, and there were a lot of people coming in that were taking it back with them, and they want the authentic the real deal Gallo.
Yeah,
And they know.
I think what makes Garnaches authentic, as you mentioned, is the cheese.
Yes.
It's not the steps of ketchup, no ketchup. It's the cheese. That's what has to be there. And I know that there are people who then go the road to put Parmesan. That's a crime.
Okay, no. So that's not where we draw certain
boundaries.
But do what they do. But I think it's authentic when you got Dutch cheese involved.
Indeed, Sabrina.
All right.
Thank you
well,
so much, Aisha.
We are going to fill our faces offset. And of course, as always, it's a pleasure having you here, Aisha. And we hope that people are stacking up on their Dutch cheese, whether it's for your home, for your families, or if you're traveling and you want to take it for your friends and family living in the diaspora, you can always purchase it right at Sancas. We're going to take a quick break now, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have a next topic we know everybody needs to jump into. It's the weekend downtown super sale, and we'll be joined by Stationery House to talk about their back-to-school savings.
Every business starts with a vision. And every day, Belizean entrepreneurs are turning that vision into reality.
Hi, I'm Rosalie, General Manager of Cards and Merchant Services at the Belize Bank. Today, I am proud to introduce our new solution designed specifically for Belize's small and medium-sized businesses.
Introducing the Belize Bank Advantage MasterCard SME Business Credit Card. Whether you're managing everyday expenses, purchasing inventory, or investing in growth, this card gives your business the flexibility to move forward with confidence. Applying is easy. Visit any Belize Bank branch and speak with one of our SME officers. We'll help you find a solution that best fits your business. Your business is building Belize's future. Let Belize Bank help power what's next.
Her phone, her laptop, her whole life in this apartment. If anything happens, it's more than just a loss. It's everything. RF&G Renters Insurance helps protect what matters most, even when you don't own the place.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Every dream begins with an opportunity, and every opportunity has the power to change a life. This year, Belize Bank proudly welcomes 16 outstanding new scholars during its 14th annual Scholarship Award ceremony, recognizing young Belizeans whose academic excellence, leadership, and determination inspire us all.
When I look around the room today, I see future entrepreneurs who will build businesses. I see future doctors who will heal families. I see engineers who will design infrastructure, teachers which will inspire the next generation.
For Belize Bank, a scholarship is more than financial assistance. It's a commitment to each student's future through guidance, encouragement, and mentorship from members of our management team. Today, we celebrate 16 new scholars, more than 250 lives transformed, one shared future. Because when we empower our youth, we empower our nation.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
We are down to the final weeks of KTV The Remix Season 8. Who will be crowned the next KTV champion? This Tuesday is the final competition night. 4 contestants will take the stage, but only 3 will earn their spot in the grand finale. So, who will make it to the end? That's where you come in. To keep your favorite KTV star in the competition, you have to vote. Text the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's assigned voting number, and send it to 585. Remember, each contestant has a new assigned voting number for this week. Here are this week's 4 contestants.
Can't you come stitch me up? Why can't it ever be enough?
I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. Thinking about you, baby.
Beautiful. Do you know I love you so?
Downstairs, how is hot temper this year? I turned up your TV and stomped on the floor just for fun.
You can also support your favorite by sending credit directly to their assigned smartphone number. Cast your vote by Sunday at midnight and tune in on Tuesday at 8 p.m. for the final competition night of KTV The Remix Season 8.
Welcome back, guys. We are jumping into our next conversation. And as I mentioned before the break, I know that a lot of families, a lot of parents, and even some kids, they're looking forward to the downtown super sale that will be starting off tomorrow and, of course, hosted by the Belize City Council. Now, one of those businesses that you can definitely be sure to stop at is Stationery House. And they're currently joining us this morning to highlight some of the deals that you can expect. We also promised a little bit of a giveaway throughout the course of the discussion, so stay locked in, pay attention to what they're saying, and we'll even have a bit of a game later on as well. Joining me to guide me in the conversation is Gracie Alamia. She's the manager of Stationery House Retail. And also with me is Melina Melado. She's the manager of Stationery House Limited. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me and welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yes, it's a pleasure having you ladies here again with me. I know that this I would consider you guys as busy season. Is that fair to say?
Yes, correct. Yes, it's back to school season and we're in full swing.
I can imagine. I know that just similar to what we were speaking about yesterday when we spoke with Belize City Council, there are some businesses that are like one-stop shops. You know that, or on the list regardless of what type of promotion is taking place. Regardless of the downtown super sale, we know that people will be knocking at Stationery House to get their supplies for back to school. But you guys are bringing that convenience to them at the downtown super sale. Talk to us about why you guys decided to take part in the super sale this year and what we can expect.
Well, last year we did it and it was a hit. We were very busy, so we wanted to go there again. It's a great opportunity with the GST free day that the LESAC service is doing, and we're also doing an additional 10% off.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us a bit about some of the items that will be featured at the super sale this year.
Well, we have a bit of everything that you need for school, your backpacks, notebooks, crayons, pen, pencil, eraser, sharpener, everything that you need for back to school. We have some new and fun supplies that you're gonna see in the game, and something that showcases a bit of what we bring to the stationery industry. We've actually been in the industry for about 30 years. Our parents started the business about 35 years ago, and my sister here is owner of the retail outlet. I'm working at the wholesale with my brother Carlos. So we have different markets, but we work closer together in bringing the large variety that we have.
I am so happy that you mentioned that, because it was just earlier this morning that we were having a discussion of if you can mix business and family together. And there are some people sharing their thoughts on that, but this is clearly a success story of family-owned business and even Belizean family-owned business as well. So congratulations to you guys for the legacy that you have here in Belize. And of course, I imagine even more years that we can expect Stationery House meeting our stationery needs. But when I think of stationery, I know that there are some people who they have trusted brands that they purchase on an annual basis. What are some of those brands that you guys have worked with and continue to work with?
Yes, so we specialize in many exclusive brands. So we have, for example, this brand Milan. They started out specializing in erasers, and now they have a full stationery line. This brand is actually from Spain. So we have very new and innovative items, such as, for example, so stationery has evolved. It's not stationery like we're used to when we used to go back to school. So we have, for example, eraser combos with sharpener, and these erasers are refillable. So it's very cool. So if you go to school and say you're picking lose the eraser,
you can
just refill it.
Yeah. You know, I think of back in the day when I was in like primary school and even high school, and this is like the dream for any kid to have all these cute, pretty, fancy stuff, stationery. There are even grown adults who love stationery still. It's a whole thing for people. But, you know, beyond Milan, are there other brands that you guys partner with?
So we have Milan, we have Studmark, we have Centrum, Stylex. We have our J-World backpacks. So, you know, and yes, we have Studmark as well. So we have these exclusive brands, and we have full stationery and office supply lines in these brands.
Yes. That's an excellent point, I think, for people to remember, that it's not only for students and teachers or parents to shop for their supplies, but even offices looking to get other items. What are some of the other items that you can get for offices at the Stationery House?
So we have, we even have matching desk sets. We have desk mats. So if you want a color theme, we have, you know, we have the variety. We offer the variety of choosing a color theme. We have organizers, desk trays, you know, everything for an office setup, for your desk setup.
Especially the file cabinets. Those are one of our main brands that we offer. And you could get everything for the cabinet, the folders, the hanging frames, everything at one location.
What are families looking for right now when they go and they shop for stationery for kids? I know that the backpack is like an essential, but what's the list looking like?
So backpacks, of course. So after they finish choosing their backpacks, they try to choose all the matching stationery. So we've noticed that that's become a trend, and we've tried to keep up with the trend. So for example, if you want everything in all pink, everything in all blue, everything right now, we have the Sunset series, which is mixed colors, and we have both for girls and for boys, you know, if they want to choose a color scheme. They're matching pencil case, they're matching folders. So we're really one of the only stores that specialize in just stationery and office supplies. So we do have a wide variety. We have options, and our prices are really good. So, I mean, there's no need to shop online and deal with shipping and deal with backlogs and you can't get your items. We have these items right here in country, readily available.
Excellent.
To add to that, I think one of the main things that parents are looking for is affordability, and that is where we excel. We strategically bring in brands at different price points. So whether you're looking for office supplies, whether you're looking to remodel your office, or school supplies, and you're looking to get, you know, everything, backpacks right now, we're actually filling a lot of orders of backpacks in the wholesale side. So you can get a backpack for $20, $30, $40 to $60 for high school students with everything inside. We put that package together for you and we ship it out. So.
Excellent. So I do want to give our viewers a bit of a treat by letting them know that some of the items that you guys just showcased, actually exactly what's on the table right now, will be packaged to give away to a lucky viewer this morning. And you guys have a question that you will be asking our viewers. So the first person to answer correctly in the comment section, you get to win everything that's on this table right now. And that question is,
what are some of our brands?
If you can name at least 3 brands we just mentioned, you're the winner of this package.
All right, excellent. So what we are going to do now is clear the table because we have a quick game that we're going to get into. And before we get into that game, I just want to quickly ask what are some key items that people can look out for at the super sale this weekend?
Well, one of our main promotions are the composition books. We have actually not only 10%, but we have 20 to 30, 40 and 60% off there. So I think the cheapest composition book that you can get there is for $1. It's $10.80 buying the dozen. So composition books definitely you can get there, and our copy paper, that's still something that's on the list.
Yes.
For schools, for students. So copy paper also will have a very competitive price for that as well.
Alrighty, so as we jump into our next game that we have lined up, you did mention that there were some newer items that people can expect at Stationery House when they stop by. I imagine some of those will also be featured at the downtown super sale, and I'm trying not to take a peek of what's on screen right now. And so we have a game of kind of guessing what's in this mystery box. And so I will be feeling for these items, and I'm supposed to name it, I imagine.
Yes, you're supposed to guess what you're feeling.
Okay. I feel like I'm a good guesser. So you can bring the entire box, and then we can jump in to that. And I'll close my eyes, and you guys can trust that I'm not peeking. All right.
So you can feel around, but you can't pick up the items. Some items will be in the display box. You can go ahead and guess what this first item is.
You said I can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Can I twist it around?
Sure. Okay. You can feel around it.
Okay. I feel a zipper here.
Yeah.
So this feels like a bag.
Yeah.
It has to be a bag because there's a zipper. Can I open the zipper?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely a bag.
No snakes, no worry.
Okay, thank you. All right, great. So this is a bag.
Yes, correct.
It feels very nice too. This doesn't feel like a backpack, like a school bag though. If it is, maybe it might be for a child because I feel something that feels like an air.
Yes.
Like airs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, this is another zipper. Okay, this is definitely a bag. Okay. What do we have here?
So this is a capybara backpack.
Oh, this is so
it's
cute.
like a small backpack.
I know a lot of kids would like stuff like this.
Yeah.
And it feels very nice.
So this is capybara, which whenever we're looking for trends, we're looking at what's trending. This is one of the things that just picked up, globally. And my brother said actually yesterday, oh, that's a gibnut. I'm like, I didn't realize.
This one a gibnut?
Capybara is a family of gibnut, so I think there's something that we can relate to that.
Oh, well, there you go. All right, so I'll close my eyes again.
Yeah.
And we'll jump into our next item.
Okay, so this one is in the display, so you can touch it, but
not lift it.
Not lift it up.
Whew. Okay. Oh, okay. This feels like glue. This is like a box of paper glue.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie.
It's gonna get progressively harder. This one was fairly easy. So this is one of
I'm
our
messing with my sensory nerves. But it creeps me out. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Okay, the cards.
We have coming up another item. And I still want to, I'm hoping that someone has already shared the answer in the comments section to win the items that were on display. Ooh, sorry. Okay.
So this is in the display and you can feel around inside for what's
Ooh, I shouldn't
inside.
lift it up. Okay, that feels like a sharpener. Or maybe some magnets. This feels like a car.
That's correct. It's a car sharpener.
Oh.
That's very good.
Oh, I'm good at this game. Okay.
Yeah, so these are some fun for the kids card sharpeners.
All right. Okay.
Similarly in the display.
Okay. All right, so it's in a container. This is the eraser, I think. No.
You can feel around a little bit.
Can I take one out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take these out.
All right, let's do that then. Huh. This white out?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are the tape.
Oh, the tape one. Okay.
Yeah. So let me show you.
Oh, I love that. I'm not gonna lie. This game is really like messing with my anxiety, but it's fun.
Actually, my niece, she was helping out for the summer. She did this on TikTok, and you know they do everything so quickly.
I saw that one when you put it there just now. But it's a cute little pencil case holder thing. Man, these kids have all the good stuff. We just had regular like stationery stuff. You're lucky if you get like, you know, nice colors or like a bag with wheels. Okay.
Pencil case.
Yes, pencil
case. These
All
are
right.
some of our next item.
Okay, it's in there?
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that's hairy.
It's fluffy. This one's not in a display, so you can go ahead and pick it up.
Is this a pen?
Yes. Correct.
Oh my gosh, I love
I think you need to look at this pen because it's very...
This just feels very girly, very me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh, whichever kid gets something like this, they will be so jealous.
Yes. I was saying to someone, I wouldn't be able to do any work.
Yeah, I can't
pen
focus.
like that.
But
No.
also, if I have a pen like this, I better get all A's because I'm making like
Correct.
school look so chic. All right, we're gonna move things along.
Yeah. So these are some of the supplies that.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. This is really fun. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you for playing along.
And let me check the comment section to see what people are saying. I see Marcia Gill is the first commenter, at least on my page, and she said Milan, Studmark, and J World. That's correct.
Yes.
All right, so Marcia Gill, you won yourself the stationery display that was on the table here. You can be sure to, do you want them to pick them up here?
They could pick it up right here.
You can pick it up right here at our studio on Coney Drive before 3 p.m., please. And just a quick view of some of those very same brands. This is J World, the backpack.
Yes, this is J World. This Saturday at the retail store, we're also going to be having a sale. We're having a doorbuster actually. So for example, for this particular model, we're gonna be having a 20% discount off between the hours of 8:30 to 9:30.
Okay.
So those are the doorbuster deal sales. So J World, we've been handling J World for at least 15 years now. So you can see the quality of the bag. The back comes padded, the shoulder straps come padded, and this is designed specifically to take off the pressure from all the weight.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's so needed with, you know, kids going to school with all their books, carrying, sometimes even walking longer distances as well.
It is. The design of the bag, for example, you have this curved feature. Again, these are specifically designed for pressure points and taking off the weight. This is an ergonomically designed strap. We have this particular one has a laptop compartment.
Okay, nice.
So these are the ones that will be on sale. And if you want to look at all the patterns we have, you could go on our website, stationeryhouseretailoutlet.com, and we have almost 20-30 patterns that you could choose from. We have different price points as well. We have our wheel bags. We have some, yes, we have some bundle discounts that start as low as $110.
Okay.
So for example, this one is for $139.95, and we have some smaller ones. For example, for middle school, they start at $120, and all of these will be on a 10% sale.
So I want to ask you ladies a personal question, right? If you guys were going back to school, what would be your vibe? What would your backpack have to look like? What would be your stationery of choice? And let me know and I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
What would be yours? If you could choose anything you want as a kid and you're going back to school.
Definitely the J World or the Milan bags. Those are.
How would your bag look?
Green.
Green?
Something green.
Wheel, no
has
wheel?
I hated the wheels growing up, to be honest. So
Okay.
I think I'm more of a backpack person. And yeah, I love the Milan line because you
Okay.
can get everything that matches along with it.
So your
my
other
backpack
stationery
could
would be green
match.
too?
Yeah, everything green.
Okay,
That's
will
how
you
I-
have the fluffy pen?
Definitely the fluffy
Okay. How about you, Gracie?
So it depends on my book list if I'll have a wheel bag or a backpack or both. Yes. So I like the purples, and I would do specifically the purple Milan shades that you guys had displayed here, and I would definitely use this purple mermaid backpack.
Oh, I love that.
So-
So I want a wheel bag. I just feel like I just look like, you know, my life that together. If it gets too heavy and I have to take too many things, I'll roll that down the road while the rest of my peers they back on heavy bag. You know, couldn't be y'all. And then of course my bag has to be pink because we love pink.
Yeah.
My items inside, they also have to be pink as well. I do want a fluffy pen. I want all the things, and I'm excited for any kid right now, you know, getting school prepared, and even parents, you know, a lot of parents, they go about and they save for this season of the year, and we believe right here at Open Your Eyes that your one-stop shop is Stationery House. You can stop at their locations and get their doorbuster deals, or you can catch them right at the downtown super sale. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you guys all the best. Good luck this weekend. It's going to be busy, and we'll catch you guys next time. All right. We are going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're switching gears into the Queen of the Bay, the journey to the crown.
Her laptop, her whole life in this apartment. If anything happens, it's more than just a loss. It's everything. RF&G Renters Insurance helps protect what matters most, even when you don't own the place.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows. Each generation building on the last, and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited. Built to serve, serving Belize.
When I install an AC system, I recommend Ream from Bennett. Unlike inferior units that that drive up electricity costs, restrict yard flow, and wear out quickly. Ream has the right solution for every space. With a wide range of options, I can choose the right Ream system to keep every customer cool, comfortable, and satisfied. Because at Benny's, quality is savings.
Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
We are down to the final weeks of KTV The Remix Season 8. Who will be crowned the next KTV champion? This Tuesday is the final competition night. 4 contestants will take the stage, but only 3 will earn their spot in the grand finale. So, who will make it to the end? That's where you come in. To keep your favorite KTV star in the competition, you have to vote. Text the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's assigned voting number, and send it to 585. Remember, each contestant has a new assigned voting number for this week. Here are this week's 4 contestants.
Can't you come stitch me up? Why can't it ever be enough?
I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. Thinking about you, baby.
Beautiful. Do you know I love you so?
Downstairs, how is her temper this year? I turned up your TV and stomped on the floor just for fun.
You can also support your favorite by sending credit directly to their assigned smartphone number. Cast your vote by Sunday at midnight and tune in on Tuesday at 8 p.m. for the final competition night of KTV The Remix Season 8.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes and joining me for our 3rd conversation. We have some queens in the house, and of course our discussion is about Queen of the Bay, the journey to the crown. And I have with me on set Queen Karima Card, and she is the president of the National Queen of the Bay Committee. And we also have Queen Deanna Janae, and she is the content creator of the National Queen of the Bay Committee. Ladies, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Is it like a wave, like a thing that we're doing? Yes? Yes.
We could do the wave.
We could do the wave.
Good morning.
But good morning, and thank you
morning.
so much for being here. When we talk Queen of the Bay, we know that September celebrations are not too far away.
Yes.
So let's talk about the journey so far. How many girls do we have this time around that are vying for the crown?
Okay, so this year we have 7 delegates from across the country. We have Miss Corozal, who are eager to take the crown. We have Miss San Pedro, we have Miss Belize City, we have Miss San Ignacio Santa Elena, Miss Belmopan, Miss Stan Creek, and Miss Toledo. So 7 delegates.
So basically,
a full representation,
the entire representation of Belize, which is amazing.
Yes.
You know, I think that Queen of the Bay is one of the oldest pageants that we have in Belize. What does it mean? I know you guys are both past queens, and the committee itself is very much trying to push more of what Queen of the Bay means and symbolizes to Belizean identity forward. But what does it mean to be Queen of the Bay?
Being a Queen of the Bay, honestly, it is a pageant that really deepens your Belizean pride. You know, we are the pioneering pageant in the country, the longest running. We have never taken a break. So you kind of feel, you know, this honor, honestly, to be a part of the legacy of the pageant. It also helps the delegates to deepen their knowledge and, you know, keep their eyes and their ears open in the community in terms of what they can contribute in terms of community service, or how can they use their district and hopefully the national title
to inspire other young girls, young boys, men, women to appreciate their country and to be Belizean patriots.
Now you both are past queens and you both have held this crown for a year, right? Tell me how it really works, because and I'm curious because I know, because I'm usually the one that crowns you, but I know that you get crowned on the 10th, but there's a lot of work and preparation leading to that day. What happens when you have these delegates, and what are they supposed to be doing in order to hopefully gain the title Queen of the Bay?
Okay, so as we know, Queen of the Bay is not a beauty pageant. Yes, we have beautiful young ladies from throughout the country, but it's not a beauty pageant. It's about, like Queen Diana said, your civic pride and tradition. And the girls now have a platform statement, so they are working within their communities on different projects, and so that's something that we highlight. We also highlight education. One of the prizes for the winner is a scholarship at UB. And so these are the things that we highlight as Queen of the Bay. But in preparation, we host the delegates in Belize City for a week before the pageant. So that week will be held from August 23rd to August 30th this year. And during this week, we visit the Governor General, the police, the Prime Minister. We have different courtesy visits, and they get to experience a different side. Some of them is something new that they have never done. They are placed in situations that they've never been placed before, but it always enhances them, and it always gives them a platform to do something else. After you leave from Belize City that week and the pageant is over, no one is upset, no one is mad. They go back and they're excited. They go back to their communities and they continue the work that they had already started and they shared with the country throughout that week of activities.
It's insanity almost that you have to do so many things within the span of like a week. But I imagine that the girls that decide to become delegates for Queen of the Bay, they come with already their own ambitions. They come with a platform already. So what does Queen of the Bay do to enhance that?
So right now, actually on Saturday, we are having rehearsals with the young ladies, the delegates. We try to meet with them beforehand so that we can all let them be aware of the standard that they will be carrying or upholding throughout that 1 week. We also try to, hear their platforms, give them tips on how they can strengthen their platform statements. Our Queen Samantha, she assumes that big sister role automatically, so they have a level of access to her in terms of getting advice on how to feel, or just how to shake off some of those nerves before the pageant. So we try to make ourselves very available to the delegates beforehand, so that when they do experience that intense yet fulfilling week, they are more than prepared and they can leave with lifelong memories and a deeper, or I'll keep saying that, but they can leave with some level of self-growth after the experience.
I just want to add on to what Queen Diana said. It's not just us. We have the whole association of past queens who is very much involved in the pageant, and they are always willing to help the delegates to provide mentorship. So it's a very close-knit sisterhood that we are proud of. And being a past queen, we fully understand what they are feeling during this preparation. So we know how to talk with them. We empathize with them because we have walked it too. So that's one of the things that we are grateful to have our association of former queens behind us, behind the national committee as well.
I feel like the other pageants don't have that
I was
either.
just about to say that. I think too, that's what gives all of us past queens pride to invite young ladies to this pageant, not only for the amazing prizes that they can gain or for the opportunity to dress up and meet dignitaries, but you also are exposing yourself to a community. We are a pageant that our foundation is sisterhood, and we embody that sisterhood. So, it is truly a wholesome experience when you participate in the Queen of the Bay.
Now, I know that the common misconception, and I'll say misconception because I am a part of that, public conversation when it comes to Queen of the Bay that is different from other pageants, apart from the civic pride and the identity and so forth. It's a very strict title. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think that the mannerisms and the expectations of what the Queen is supposed to uphold is very different from the other pageants. Is that something about the legacy? Where did this come from to have like this, you know, you curtsy, you sit with your gloves, you know, you sit upright, you speak in a part, you know,
Well,
like
yeah.
there is a level of eloquency that comes with that.
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
Well, you know, I recently
Yeah.
completed my reign. I crowned Queen Samantha last year. And from my experience, I would say that your journey is what you make it. So yes, you know, Queen Karima came from the tenure of Miss Emma, who was very strict and was very like
by the book.
When it comes to how a lady should carry herself. But I think too that it helps you as a young lady to understand the value that you have, how to enter a room and to make that room shine bright, and to let people see you for your positive attributes, not only for the external things. They can value what you bring to a conversation, to a room. So like what Queen Karima mentioned, the pageant not being your typical beauty pageant where they judge your height, your weight, you know, all of that. It allows people to see who you are,
Your values,
your morals, and you know, the ladylike aspect of it is just really and truly to let little girls and other women know that, you know, you aren't really defined by, you know, your weight or your height or
your looks.
As long as you come in, command the room with your aura, your presence, and you know, what you put out is what you get.
I like that because it definitely shows that you allow the inclusivity, you allow the diversity. I remember there was a time when you guys had like 11 or 12.
That was my
yes. We tried to fit everybody in this studio, and it was but it shows the popularity of the pageant, that girls feel like this is a way for them to enter this particular world. It's a one step in, and it's definitely Belizean. And so let's talk about the journey and the pageant itself. So right now you have your 7 delegates.
Yes.
Where are their next steps leading to the pageant night, and then the sashing, and then the 10th of September?
Okay, so we have the sashing first, and that will be held in Corozal this year. So a few years ago, we started branching out from just Belize City. You know, some of the districts felt left out, and we can understand that, you know, everybody wants to be a part of it. So we did Cayo one year, we did Orange Walk one year, and this year will be in Corozal. So the sashing ceremony is first, and this is where they are officially sashed as delegates for the Queen of the Bay pageant, and they are sashed by past queens, and they present their platform statement to the community. So this is what I stand for, this is what I am working towards as a delegate for Queen of the Bay. And then from there, we have the week of activities, like we mentioned, and the pageant will be on Saturday, August 29th at the Belize Civic Center.
Okay, so just for our viewers one more time, the sashing is?
Sunday, August 23rd in Corozal.
Okay.
And this is a free event for everyone. One of the things we used to always hear from Miss Emma is that Queen of the Bay is a pageant for the people.
Yes.
It's not simply about, you know, it's not about money at all. It's a pageant for the people. And so having it in Corozal this year, it's open to the public, it's free. Anyone can come and be a part and witness this. It's not a closed event. So that in particular, I am excited about, because it's a way that we get to include the entire community in what Queen of the Bay really is.
And then pageant night is the 29th.
The 29th of August.
And then we get to know who's our Queen of the Bay. But she's not crowned.
She's the Queen designate.
Yes, the designate. And then she's not crowned until the 10th.
The 10th.
So up until the 10th, Queen Samantha still has her title.
Yes.
Okay, see, that's what I'm going to try and ask that, right?
Yeah.
Like, when does she become queen? When does she not become queen?
So Queen Samantha will be the Queen of the Bay until she places the crown, robe, and scepter into the hands of the Queen designate.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. For any young and aspiring young lady that wants to enter Queen of the Bay, what sort of advice would you girls provide? You queens. I have this thing, they know each other first name, but they still reference each other as
Once
queen.
a queen, always a queen.
Okay, I guess because I'm not part of the clique, but I was listening to them talk outside, and they literally call each other queens.
Yes, we do.
And I'm not. I guess you have to be part of the mix to understand it.
We do.
But
all
yes.
our past queens, even queen, we
I
call
know it's anyways. Like I said, you have to be in at the know, but I think it's very like heartfelt, right? Like you said, once you are, you always will be. But yes, advice to young women out there.
Well, my advice to any young lady who would want to be a part of the legacy of the Queen of the Bay is to start to put yourself in the community. If you have something that you're passionate about, start putting in the work. It will make your journey a lot easier because you will know your why. You will know how to champion for your community and your advocacy, and you will know how to truly embody the grace, the eloquence, and the legacy of the Queen of the Bay.
Yes. And we do, if anyone is out there who would like to participate, contact us. We would love to have you guys, follow along with us on the journey this year and prepare. I actually had 2 young ladies who had contacted this year and wanted to be a part, but they weren't quite ready. And I invite them to just follow along with us on the journey. If you want to actually be there in person and be a part of it, we welcome that too, so that you can, start to prepare yourself. So the Queen of the Bay pageant is for any Belizean young lady, and so we invite them to follow us and to start their journey from now, whether they want to do it next year or 2 years from now.
So, final question, right? Because I know that I can't let for now without they ask the pressing matter at hand. The infamous curtsy. And why? So I know that that's always a part of the pageant night. That is something that I think is what makes Queen of the Bay as well. These girls have to practice and they have to go to the gym and work out and all these things to do this. Is that really like a deal breaker if you can't curtsy?
Well, yes.
Yes.
It's still a big part of the Queen of the Bay pageant. When the pageant was written way back in 1946, and at that time we do understand the colonial part of it. But that has been the tradition of Queen of the Bay, and the idea was about a young lady coming out into society or joining the Queen's court. So it is a depiction of that, but it's for us, we have kept it as the traditional identifying mark of Queen of the Bay.
Yes.
But we have evolved over the years to change from not focusing just on the curtsy and that colonial aspect, but to include things like the platform statement where the young ladies have a chance to showcase their intelligence, their grace, their charms in different way rather than just that. But the curtsy is the identifying mark of Queen of the Bay. It's not going away.
And I think to a lot of people, I would say like the public is what makes us keep the curtsy element of it. We can't take it all. We can't take it all.
Agree.
And there's also this part where people believe the slower the better. But I would say that is a misconception to an extent. You don't have to
feel your knees when
you don't have to take forever. You don't have to take a decade to do a curtsy. As long as you're graceful and you exude just that queen-like
I
look.
Definitely can't go for Queen of the Bay because my knees can't do
It
that
is a
anymore,
sport-like
but
preparation to do a curtsy.
Yeah, you do have to practice.
All right, so all roads lead to Corozal on the 23rd of August for the sashing ceremony of the Queen of the Bay, and it's a free sashing ceremony that everyone can enjoy. It begins at 7 p.m. at the Chaptimal Plaza. So if you're in that area, definitely check out the sashing ceremony. And then wait on up for the 29th of August when we crown the next Queen of the Bay designate. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to take a quick break. And so we're going to be back to wrap things up. So don't go away. Let's wave to our audience.
While we are dancing so cheerful and gay, she keeps playing Queen of the Bay. Beautiful smiling Queen of the Bay. Beautiful Queen of St. George's Ski Day. I love you.
Connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Every dream begins with an opportunity, and every opportunity has the power to change a life. This year, Belize Bank proudly welcomes 16 outstanding new scholars during its 14th annual Scholarship Award ceremony, recognizing young Belizeans whose academic excellence, leadership, and determination inspire us all.
When I look around the room today, I see future entrepreneurs who will build businesses. I see future doctors who will heal families. I see engineers who will design infrastructure, teachers which will inspire the next generation.
For Belize Bank, a scholarship is more than financial assistance. It's a commitment to each student's future through guidance, encouragement, and mentorship from members of our management team. Today, we celebrate 16 new scholars, more than 250 lives transformed, one shared future. Because when we empower our youth, we empower our nation.
Belize is growing, and as our nation grows, so does the demand for electricity and new energy solutions. More homes, more businesses, more opportunities. BEL continues to strengthen the system that supports this growth, reinforcing infrastructure and solidifying capacity, preparing for what's ahead, ensuring reliable service for homes, for businesses, and for communities across Belize. Keeping the lights on every single day. Belize Electricity Limited. Prepared for growth, prepared for Belize.
All right, welcome back. We are wrapping things up at this time, and it has been a wonderful Friday with you, April.
It's been amazing. You know what? We need Miss Paul.
No,
It's
we
fine.
do miss
No,
him.
we do.
He's out. He's
Sick today.
under the weather
Yes.
this morning, and so we send healing wishes and healing mercies his way, and hope that he recovers and he comes back refreshed for next week.
I'll give you a little tip, Paul. You know, make sure you sleep soundly.
Yeah.
Make sure that you have so that your head is cool. You know, if you know what that copal, burn some copal. Vicks always does the trick for me. So please do be well and take care. And we'll see you back on Friday next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And, for anyone celebrating a birthday today on August 14th, happy birthday to you. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@greaterbelize.com.
We also have our lives every day on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ. You can also check out our highlights on Instagram at OYEBelize.
And you can even follow us, check out our content on TikTok. That's OYE.BZ.
Of course, we have a WhatsApp number, so call us or text us at 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Till then, keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts wide open.
Good morning, Belize. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.